8 o'clock. Thanks for joining us. Jim and the Buckeye Boy from the Bozarth Miller Chevrolet Buick Studios, the most trusted name in automobiles. Prediction on the Broncos. Prediction on the NFL season. Love to hear from you. Text or call 970-242-1340. All right. So coming up, we'll have our predictions for both division winners, wild cards, AFC, NFC championship games, and the Super Bowl, plus our Broncos record prediction as well, and most valuable player at the end of the season on both sides of the ball for the Broncos. Of course, it all starts tonight with the Kansas City Chiefs squaring off against, of course, the Baltimore Ravens. Mahomes, Jackson, Derrick Henry now toting the rock for the Baltimore Ravens.
4 of the last 6 MVPs are quarterbacking this game tonight.
Between two guys.
Yeah.
And racking up the hardware. So 5:30 tonight on the team, by the way, for the Chiefs and the Ravens. Okay, let's take a trip around the NFL this morning.
The latest on the Broncos and the league. It's Around the NFL on the Jim Davis Show.
All right, so yesterday, the news actually broke when we were on with Cody Rourke that Patrick Surtain, the second, PS2, got a new deal. And the feeling was he would get a new deal done before the start of the season. New contract, making him the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. 4 years, $96 million. $77.5 million guaranteed. So he'll make roughly $24 million a year, surpassing Tampa Bay's Antoine Winfield Jr., the safety. So that was one of the big stories yesterday. Also, the Broncos announcing their captains, with Bo Nix being selected a captain by his teammates, the first rookie since Hall of Famer Floyd Little in 1967 to be elected a captain. So bring some of the sound. Start out from yesterday's presser with Sean Payton on Bo Nix becoming a captain.
You know, that's not something that happens that often. I think, you know, it's something you earn, and these guys, you know, all of them voted on these guys, and it was probably as clean a result that I'd seen in a while relative to those players that were all selected. But it's unusual for a rookie to get made a captain, and yet by nature that position to some degree is leading, and so but that was something that I think organically takes place throughout the spring and training camp. And
Payton also said it's the first time in his tenure as a head coach, whether it was New Orleans or Denver, that he's had a rookie selected to be a captain. So that's
yeah, it doesn't happen a whole lot.
No, it does not, and it hasn't happened to the Broncos since 1967. There's Sean Payton on the relationship with Bo Nix in terms of Nix's involvement in game planning for Seattle on Sunday.
The game planning itself, you know, periodically there'll be an idea there was an idea that came up. We'll ask, you know, I want to know what these guys really like. But then when it comes to the actual game planning, I think it's more towards the week as we wind down. What are the things that you like on this plan? You know, the last meeting we have is Saturday night. We'll dot, you know, the plays that that player really likes, and if there's a play, you know, he's not as comfortable with, I'll cross it off. So that's kind of how the process goes during the week. If we have a new idea, you know, how do I, in practice, create the look where he gains confidence with that play, and then all of a sudden it's a dotted play. But it's not unusual on Saturday. You're going through the list, and you know there's a play that, God, I love this play, and he's, you know, whoever that player is kind of like, and I'm like, you know, you just. But I think, you know, hearing those final thoughts are important.
All right, so Sean Payton talking about what he expects from Bo Nix in terms of their relationship and getting ready for Seattle. So now we turn to the rookie quarterback, the former Auburn Tiger, Oregon Duck, Bo Nix, and his thoughts on being named a captain in his rookie season.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's a privilege. I'm excited to, be with this group. Excited to be a captain. I don't take it lightly. I know it's a big deal, and it hasn't happened often. But I'm not going to take it for granted. I got to come to work every single day and just prove that you can be a captain. But I'm excited to work with these other guys, and I think it's good that we can get out there and set the tone. And it's always good to be a captain.
All right, so Nix was asked about making his first NFL start in the regular season. First rookie quarterback for the Broncos since John Elway to do it in '83. And also about dealing with the crowd noise in Seattle at still Lumen, right? Is it still Lumen Stadium?
I think it is, last I heard.
They
Yeah.
change names on stuff so often. And about dealing with the crowd noise there. And he had to deal with crowd noise when he would play in college, whether it was at Auburn or Oregon.
Right.
And how that kind of helps him prepare for dealing what should be, with the 12th man in Seattle, a very, very noisy environment, one of the noisiest in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You're emotionally like going into you played 2 preseason games, going to the real thing on Sunday. What is your emotion like going to on Sunday?
Well, I'm excited. Seattle's a good team. They got a good defense returning, a lot of good players with a new scheme. So we'd be interested to see what they come out and play. But I think they're going to be very well coached. They're going to be talented. It's going to be a hostile environment, but it'll be fun. It'll be a good first game.
That environment you spoke of, obviously you got that tenfold in college. How much does that benefit you getting ready for this whole thing?
Yeah, it's huge. Already been through, several atmospheres. Now this could be different, but I think having been through that and understanding what, a loud environment truly means, I think it's really important. And, it's all about communication. It's all about being on the same page, keeping it simple and going out there and executing your job. And when you do that, usually you can take some of the crowd out of it, but it's definitely, going to be, the whole game. They're going to be loud. It's going to be a great atmosphere.
All right, so Bo Nix on the environment, what it's going to be like in Seattle Sunday. So you also had Patrick Surtain yesterday talking to the media. Big day for Patrick Surtain.
Yeah,
Contract extension, making him the highest paid defensive back in NFL history. Also was named a team captain for the first time in his career. Here's
look at that.
PS2.
Yeah, it means a lot. First off, I'd like to thank the whole Broncos organization, my agent, Tori Dandy, for making it happen. It's honestly surreal, just seeing the gratitude behind it and how much it means for this organization and for myself. I'm glad to be here for many years to come and looking to build on the future, for sure.
You were also named the captain today as well. Just you spoke on throughout the offseason about being more of a leader within the defense and the team as a whole. So what does that honor of being a captain mean to you?
It means a lot. It's a testament to how my teammates think of me as an individual. I'm ready to take on that captain role, and looking forward to this year. Obviously, it's my first year being a captain. I don't take that role very lightly. It's a huge honor for me to be able to lead such a great team moving forward towards the season. So I'm honestly very grateful for it, and I can't wait for the year to start.
How do you feel?
Okay, so that's PS2 on yesterday. Big day, like I said, being named a captain, also the contract extension. So your Broncos captains, if you didn't hear us talk about this earlier, captains for the Broncos are Bo Nix, Courtland Sutton, Quinn Miners, Alex Singleton, PS2, and Will Lutz. So those are your captains heading into the first game of the season with the Seattle Seahawks. Also, Broncos released their depth chart. Riley Moss will start opposite.
Did Sean Payton?
Yeah, well, this is the one that matters. This is the one that counts. And Riley Moss, of course, with Damari Mathis had the ankle injury, but Riley Moss earning the starting cornerback job opposite Patrick Surtain. Also, Jarrett Stidham named the backup week 1 to Bo Nix in Seattle with Zach Wilson, the number 3 quarterback. So those were the big things coming out of the depth chart that was released as well. So for the Broncos, can that offensive line pick up the Seattle blitz? Because Mike McDonald, he's the new head coach, former Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator, his fingerprints are going to be all over that defense.
Dewey brother too, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's Michael McDonald. This is Mike McDonald.
I mean, what better way for an alter ego just to change the name?
Have you seen Mike McDonald and Michael McDonald?
Not in the same room together, no.
They are not the same dude. Trust me.
I've not
Trust me on this. I know you don't trust me on some things. Trust me on this one thing. They are not the same guy.
They expect us to believe that a comb and a glasses case will be able to hide Clark Kent being Superman. So you can do anything with prosthesis these days.
I'll be honest about the whole Clark Kent Superman thing. I think growing up loving comic books and Superman, how could anybody ever buy that?
Exactly.
That Clark Kent and Superman were two entirely different dudes.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? No, it doesn't.
No, it does not. It does not. So I don't, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong about this.
Never seen them in the same room together.
Maybe, just maybe, that, I don't know. Maybe they're the same guy. I don't know.
They might be. Never heard Mike McDonald sing, so I don't know if he is.
Well, we've never seen Michael McDonald
coach a defense.
Dial up a defense.
Yeah, see?
So I don't know. But
there's a reason the Dubes never toured from August to January.
Whatever the case may be for Mike McDonald in Seattle, he'll be taking it play by play, quarter by quarter. Dare we say, Buckeye, minute by minute.
Minute by minute. I knew it was coming. Get the post, too. Look at you. Old-time radio DJ right there.
That's right. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Turn it up and rip the knob.
Rip the knob for the Doobie Brothers.
For the Doobie Brothers.
Not for the Michael McDonald iteration of the Doobies. Oh, it was quite a bit different. Anyway, picking up the blitz, so dealing with the blitz. Bo Nix is a rookie quarterback. That's going to be a big challenge for him on Sunday. Got to run the ball. Broncos. Come on. Joe Lombardi, Sean Payton. You guys got to be able to run the football.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be able to do that with Pookie, Estime, and McLaughlin. And wouldn't hurt for PS2 to start earning some of that new shiny contract extension that'll be kicking in here in, 2026.
Yeah.
By coming up with a pick or two. That'd be nice, too, if that can happen on Sunday.
Get Geno Smith once or twice.
That would be good. Baron Browning, maybe get a sack or two. Jonah Ellis, that'd be nice. Take that for the rookie. Go in Seattle, get a sack. All right, so we'll have our predictions of the NFL season, also for the Broncos as well, coming up in just a little bit. But we'll have Broncos and Seahawks Sunday, pregame at noon, 2:05 kickoff on the Team Sports Network. Also, we have tonight, mentioned Kansas City squaring off against Baltimore, 5:30 on the Team, which leads me to remind you about Pile Pigskin Pick'em.
Mm-hmm.
Get your picks in, because this week you could win a $25 gift certificate to Enzo's Ristorante Italiano. Easy for me to say. What?
Nothing. I just was smiling. I'm loving this read.
It is Ristorante, isn't it?
I believe so.
I believe that is how it's pronounced. I think out of the gate was not great. But
Ristorante. I believe, I think you're right.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. When you smile, it doesn't make me. I was like,
doesn't instill you with confidence.
No, it's like you're like, he screwed that up.
That's probably the right feeling to have.
He screwed that up. When you do it, I just laugh. I just start laughing. You're nicer, actually, about it than I
like
probably
to
am.
entertain.
Oh, so anyway, you can win that. That's a weekly prize. And, of course, we have the Traeger grill and a $500 gift card from Play It Again Sports. Of course, the grill coming from True Value Hardware. That's the grand prize this season. But you have to go to our website to get signed up at theteam1340.com.
I already got my picks in.
I have not done it yet. I need to do it. I have not done it.
So, and I want to remind the Pile. We had a gentleman call yesterday after the show. So if you're doing picks year after year, say you bookmarked last year to go to it, right? You have to go in and update that bookmark because that'll send you to 2023's picks. So go to our
Which will
website.
do you no good.
Won't do you any good. Go to our website, click through the link to the current year because it'll send you to the current year, then bookmark that one. Just so we're all aware.
Okay. That's a good
trying
one.
to- yep.
Good heads up there.
Helpful safety tip.
That's a good idea. Mm-hmm. All right. So text or call us on the team line, your predictions for the season, 970-242-1340. All right. So coming up next, we'll have our predictions of division winners, wild card, conference championship game, Super Bowl. Did you do MVP?
No, I didn't.
Do you want to do MVP?
Sure.
Okay, we'll do an MVP as well. So, and also our Broncos offensive and defensive MVPs and the Broncos record for the season. Our predictions coming up in just a moment. 8:16, Jim along with the Buckeye Boy. Love to hear your thoughts about who do you think will make the wild card this year? Will the Broncos be a wild card team? Will either one of us have the Broncos making the playoffs? Stick around. You'll find out how you think the Broncos will fare in 2024. It's coming up next. You can text or call us on the team line, 970-242-1340.
I'm a big sports addict. I like sports.
Sport. This is the Jim Davis Show on the team. 101 FM, 1340 AM, Grand Junction. 102.1 FM, Delta Montrose.
Welcome back, Jim and the Buckeye Boy. All right, coming up next hour, Palisade football coach Joe Romano. Bulldogs at Montrose tomorrow night. Our game right here on the team with pregame at 6, kickoff at 7 tomorrow night. So you'll hear from Joe Romano after that thrilling victory over Delta last Friday night at Stoker Stadium. All right, so time for our predictions. And I'm going to go ahead and get this rolling here. Start out in the AFC. Start the AFC East. We talked about Miami's schedule. Mm-hmm. Their schedule sets up nicely for them.
Yes, it does.
I've got Miami winning the AFC East.
So do I, because of that schedule. And if I hadn't looked at it earlier this week, I probably would have just knee-jerk took Buffalo. But I think Miami's schedule benefits them. They only have 2 real cold weather games in Green Bay and around Christmas in Cleveland. Other than that, a lot of their road games are inside or in September, October. I think Miami wins these.
So the AFC North, which I think is going to be a knockdown, drag-out fight between your Browns, the Ravens, and the Bengals. Steelers, maybe we'll see how the Steelers do. I've got Cincinnati winning the division, though. Did you see Joey Burrow's little blonde dude that he has now?
Is he still Marshall Mathers, or is he back closer to Macaulay Culkin?
It's very blonde.
Oh.
It's very, very blonde.
There are 2 teams in this division that are going to be pretty good, pending their quarterback staying healthy. And then there are 2 teams in this division that could go between legitimate contenders and dog crap. And Cincinnati's not a bad pick. I think Baltimore's the best team in the division. I have the Ravens winning.
Yeah, and I can see that. Mm-hmm. With the addition of Derrick Henry.
It's a toss-up, though.
But it's close. I just feel like Burrow's healthy. They've done a lot to invest in that line. Mm-hmm. Their defense is sneaky good. It's not Ravens good, but it's sneaky good.
Oh, that team plays heavily in the rest of my picks, but I just don't have them winning the division.
Yeah. AFC South, it's Houston.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think Jacksonville takes some steps back this year.
Ooh, really?
I just feel like they do a little bit. But I got Houston.
I have Houston winning, yeah.
AFC West.
Yeah.
It's KC. I just
Kansas
until
they stop playing football.
Yeah, until they decide to no longer
Andy Reid and
the
Travis
Chiefs
Kelce
are banned from playing in the NFL for whatever reason. Kansas City can't. It's almost impossible to go against them, particularly for the division title.
I agree.
My wild cards, I've got Baltimore, Buffalo. I got the Jets getting in because they've got enough talent. I got the Jets getting in as a wild card.
Look at that. I don't have the Jets in the playoffs. My wild cards, I have Cincinnati as a wild card. Buffalo, I agree with you. Jacksonville, I don't know. I feel it's a put up or shut up year for Doug Peterson.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trevor Lawrence bounces back a little bit. I think they kind of play with a healthy group. And they may not beat Houston either time, but it's one of those matchups that the heavy favorite usually loses once.
True.
When those two teams play each other.
True.
And I think all you're going to need is one because they should both sweep the Titans and the Colts, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Indianapolis is going to be this year. I think Jacksonville is a wild card team for me, though.
AFC Championship, I've got KC and Cincinnati.
Okay. Who's the winner?
Gonna have to find out. Wait till I announce the Super Bowl.
We're going to have to wait.
We have to wait, yeah, so I have to wait on that.
I also have Kansas City and Cincinnati
Okay.
in my AFC Championship game.
Let's go to the NFC.
Let's.
I've got Philadelphia winning the East. I think Dallas will push them, but I have Philadelphia winning the East.
I believe that last season's second half Philadelphia is going to be the more true Philadelphia. I still have them making the playoffs, but I have Dallas winning that division.
I think Saquon helps. I don't know if he helps them like Derrick Henry will help Baltimore, but I think he will help. I've got Detroit winning the NFC North.
I agree.
The Fighting Knee Biters, they get it done.
Dan Campbell, who has a great Applebee's commercial right now.
Oh, yeah, it's great. NFC South, I've got Atlanta.
Really?
They're primed. Soft division. Raheem Morris, Kirk Cousins, Pitts. I think they'll do a better job using Bijan Robinson. I've got Atlanta winning the South. I think it's ripe for the taking for the Falcons.
I don't know how many games Kirk Cousins plays. That's my question.
Well, that's why they got Michael Penix Jr.
And I feel, speaking of put up or shut ups in the AFC South, Dennis Allen, Derek Carr, it's put up or shut up in New Orleans. And I have the Saints winning that division again because it's absolutely wide open.
Don't count out Baker and the Bucks.
That's true.
The defense still really good.
I did.
I did too. NFC West, I've got San Francisco.
Yeah, pretty much.
So my wild cards, I have Green Bay. I've got Dallas. I've got Chicago.
Really?
Getting in as a wild card.
Buying in on the puppies and nail painting.
I think their defense is still pretty decent. I think it's good enough to get them there. I think Caleb Williams will be. I don't. Is he going to be the rookie of the year? Probably. I think, though, he elevates their play offensively and to the point where they're a playoff team.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're going to go very far, but I have make the playoffs. NFC Championship game. I've got a rematch, San Francisco, Detroit.
Really?
Yeah.
I have my wild cards are Green Bay. I think if they don't win that division, it'll be very, very close. Maybe a game.
I agree.
Two games. I have Philadelphia as a wild card team. I mentioned that a little bit ago. And I have the last hurrah with Stafford and McVay and Cup. I have the Los Angeles Rams making the playoffs as a wild card.
Okay. So NFC Championship game. Like I said, I had the rematch of San Francisco, Detroit. So my Super Bowl, Cincinnati beats Detroit.
Ooh. Intrigue.
That's my Super Bowl.
You know what? We're on the same path.
I know I said earlier, don't bet against Kansas City. Well, I just did there.
Yeah. See, I did the exact same thing in the AFC. I have Cincinnati beating Kansas City. I had San Francisco beating Detroit or beating Green Bay in the NFC Championship game.
Okay.
I also have Cincinnati winning the Super Bowl.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, we're
lockstep on that, which I'm not sure
once again,
how I
we
feel
did
about
not
that.
confer. This was our own independent evaluation.
Yeah. So you have Cincinnati, Detroit in the Super Bowl with Cincinnati winning. I have Cincinnati, San Francisco.
Yeah.
And finally getting vengeance against Joe Montana. I have Joe Burrow winning for the Bengals.
Yeah. And Detroit getting there for the first time.
Yeah.
So there we go.
You notice who was absent from both of our playoff predictions?
Broncos
And Browns.
and the Browns, yeah. So that leads us to Broncos predictions. Okay, what's your Browns prediction, by the way?
I've been 9-8 and a distant third in the AFC North.
MVP. I'm going to go CJ Stroud.
Really?
Yeah.
Intrigue. I have a guy that was in the room with CJ Stroud for a couple weeks. I have Joe Burrow
Okay.
as my
Not a bad-
MVP.
I'm already
He's a
giving
barber,
Joe a
but-
Super Bowl. I thought I'd spread the love to somebody else for the MVP. So my Broncos prediction, I agree with Cody Rourke. I think they go 9-8. My offensive MVP is Javonte Williams. I think he gets to 1,000 yards this year. My defensive MVP, I would like to say PS2. Needs to be PS2 probably, particularly with the money they're going to
You're
pay.
You're going to hot take off the board.
I'm going to go Alex Singleton, the tackling machine. Alex Singleton. I thought about Baron Browning possibly for that spot.
My Broncos record, I have them going 7-10. Just because Bo Nix is a rookie, but he will be the offensive MVP.
I thought about that. That just
Because-
seems,
There's no one else really I trust to have that sort of letter performance.
Gotcha.
And PS2 is going to be the defensive MVP.
I hope he is.
Yeah.
I hope he is.
That was pretty much the easiest of my predictions for the entire thing.
All right, so there you go. So you can share your thoughts about our predictions. I have Cincinnati over Detroit to win the Super Bowl. I have the Broncos going 9-8. Buckeye, you have
7-10 for the Broncos.
right.
And I have Cincinnati over San Francisco for the Super Bowl.
Okay, so you can respond to our predictions.
You know, maybe
Chastise us for wait a
Yeah.
minute. You don't think the Broncos are going to be a playoff team?
maybe we're trying to be too cute, be too smart,
Maybe.
be too hot take against the grain. It's probably going to end up being Kansas City.
It's probably
San
going to be Kansas
Francisco.
City. Yeah. It'll probably be a rematch. It's probably what's going to happen. All right, 8:31. Coming up, we'll have our Rick Nelson American Family Insurance Team's Team of the Week. That'll be on the way in just a little bit. Also, next hour, Palisade football coach Joe Romano will join us. Actually, via Memorex. Talked to Joe earlier this morning about the win over Delta, but also the big matchup tomorrow night here on the team when they go to Montrose to take on the Redhawks. We'll have that coming up next hour as well. Text or call us on the team line 970-242-1340. It's time right now for the Pile's favorite game on a Thursday, which is...
Yes, up for grabs today is a delicious case of New Belgium, courtesy of our friends at High Country Beverage. A couple things to keep in mind. If you've won any time in the last 2 weeks, sit it out. If you are under the age of 21, sit it out. We take these answers only on the text line, 970-242-1340. It's not a birthday, who is it today, but rather a celebration of reaching a sports mountaintop. I won a gold medal on this day in sports history, September the 5th. Legend has it that I then threw that medal into the Ohio River. Who is it? We'll take the spirit of the person, too. That should
Okay.
be the last giveaway. So
Okay.
you can, however you want to answer that, as long as it's at some point the right name, it'll be correct.
All right.
First answer on the text line, 970-242-1340.
Okay. And once again, if you've won the last 2 weeks, you can't play.
Yep. It includes 2 weeks ago today, the 22nd of August.
Exactly. And if you do win today, you get, of course, the beer from New Belgium Brewery and High Country Beverage, but also, I got to reach over and grab it. This month's never-ending contest, you're qualified for that from the Stove Depot. You get your choice of a Cozy Heat oak port freestanding gas stove with installation on pipe going out a sidewall, or an Ambiance Outlander wood-burning stove with 12 feet of pipe installed. You must own your own home. Some restrictions do apply. It's $5,000 value. Get details at theteam1340.com. All right, 8:33. And coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll have our Team's Team of the Week brought to you by Rick Nelson, American Family Insurance. Let's go to the text line. Looks like we're getting mostly right now guesses on who is it today. So
And almost all of them are right. I'm responding to the first person right now.
Okay, very good. So we will, do you want me to wait?
Yes, please.
Okay, we'll wait on that. We'll wait to see, get the official name of the winner today. So we'll have
This
that.
person has not won before.
Okay, well, it's first time.
Yep.
I love that. Love first
Or
time
we
winners.
don't have his or her name on the text line.
Okay, very good. All right, so we'll take care of some housekeeping there with that. We will take a break, and we'll come back with more on the Jim Davis Show on the Team Sports Network.
For morning sports and more, it's the Jim Davis Show on the Team.
Welcome back, 8:37. Jim along with the Buckeye Boy from the Bozarth Miller Chevrolet Buick Studios, the most trusted name in automobiles. Coming up, we'll have our Rick Nelson American Family Insurance Team's Team of the Week. Fingers crossed on that. So hopefully we'll be talking with them in just a couple of minutes. So we do have a winner for Who Is It Today, correct?
Yes, we do.
All right.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the contest.
It's another winner on the Team Sports Network.
We had one guess for Kobe. That was incorrect. But we had a lot of guesses for Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. Tyler first in the door, not our Tyler. He couldn't find the door. Our Tyler.
He's not eligible, by the way.
This other Tyler also. This Tyler is eligible, and he wins. The case of New Belgium. Muhammad Ali, this day in 1960, won the gold medal for the light heavyweight boxing championship at the Olympics, and then allegedly threw the medal into the Ohio River after being refused service in Kentucky, which two of his friends that were supposedly with him said didn't happen. But that's neither here nor there. He did actually lose the medal.
They're refuting the story about
The story that Ali put in his book.
Okay. All right. So, anyway, congratulations. We'll have your chance to win with Wrigley Field Colorado Sports Trivia coming up next hour. Also, Palisade football coach Joe Romano. We'll hear from him, his thoughts about the win over Delta to open up the season, and their matchup with Montrose tomorrow, which you can hear on the team. Pregame at 6 tomorrow night with kickoff at 7 o'clock for that one. All right, text or call us 970-242-1340. And something we didn't get to in around the NFL, the Broncos mourning the death of one of their members of the Ring of Fame. Former Broncos quarterback Charlie Johnson passed away Tuesday at the age of 85. Cause of death, we're not sure, but Johnson was from Big Spring, Texas. He played quarterback for the Broncos from 72 to 75, and he helped them to their first winning season in 1973. Started out playing for the Cardinals, then he played for Houston, then he got traded to Denver ahead of the 72 season. He threw for 7,238 yards, 52 touchdowns during his time with the Broncos. So Charlie Johnson passing away. All right. So looks like we're getting ready. We got a couple other phones ringing here. Trying to get together, pull things together for our Team's Team of the Week, brought to you by Rick Nelson, American Family Insurance. So sometimes we have to conference multiple players, coaches in. So we're trying to work on that right at the moment. So if you got some thoughts about our predictions for the NFL season, I have Cincinnati beating Detroit in the Super Bowl. I have C.J. Stroud as my MVP. I have the Broncos going 9-8. So if you got some reaction to that, got your own predictions, you can go ahead and send it to us on the team line, 970-242-1340. All right, so I don't need to do anything with the phone. You got it?
You're good.
Okay, so it is time for our team's Team of the Week.
It's the Team's Team of the Week on the Jim Davis Show.
And it's brought to you by Rick Nelson, American Family Insurance. For a free comparison, call his team of licensed professionals at 970-241-0078. This week, we had Grand Junction last week with the boys golf team. Well, we keep it in Tiger Country with the Grand Junction girls softball team. And I believe that we have on the line, we have Tinley Walker, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Alexis Walpole and Kia Thompson that join us for our team's Team of the Week. Ladies, thanks for coming on this morning. We appreciate the time.
Of course.
So,
of course. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on, and congratulations on the incredible start to the season. Right now, 6-3 for your softball team, coming off that win against Gunnison, and I know that you're 0-1 in Southwestern League play. That lost to Central, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But let's start things out with Alexis Warple. Alexis, you're one of the members of this team that certainly has seen, like a lot of you, have seen some growth in this program from when Adam Diaz was there. You, of course, have got off to a great start this season. Most notably in the pitching circle, you're 1-0. You've had a great start there. Kind of talk about how this program with Wendy Serrano, how this program has grown to be. Last year you made the postseason, looking to do that again this season. Kind of take us through, Alexis, how this program has grown over the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean, when I started my freshman year, there wasn't a lot of people that came out for tryouts, but since then the number has just gone up because I think people have seen that we've been able to do great things and we've been getting better as a program, and I'm really proud of us. We had 16 girls come out for tryouts last year, and this year we had 27 total girls, which is a big difference. And I mean, I'm just so proud of us. I mean, we made it to regionals last year, and I think we're all hoping to go to state this year because I think that we can definitely do it. We have some really awesome talent, and I mean, I think we can just keep aiming higher. So.
Absolutely. Alexis Warple with us today. Member of the Grand Junction Tigers softball team, 6-3 right now. And Alexis, you're hitting .520. You've got 13 hits on the season, 8 RBIs to go along with what I mentioned you were doing in the pitching circle for the Tigers. Could take us through what the offseason was like for you getting ready for this season and maybe some of the travel ball that you played and some of the things you really tried to work on, most notably maybe at the plate heading into the season.
Yeah, I mean, usually in the off season, there's always things to work on for me. My mom always takes me out to the field and hits me ground balls when it's warm enough, and then when it's winter and it's cold, I'm usually in the hitting facility with my competitive team. And I mean, I'm always trying to get better because the more that I work, the more opportunities there are for me to do great things. And I mean, I love this sport, so I make time for it whenever I can.
Alexis Warple Jr. with us with the Grand Junction Tigers softball team. You mentioned your mom and how much she's helped you. Did your mom play high school softball, college softball? What's the relationship there as far as her success and her experience in the past, or is it just she just goes out and just tries to help you even though she doesn't have softball experience? Kind of take us through that relationship with your mom helping coach you.
Yeah, she played softball for, I mean, probably longer than I did. She started when she was little, and she played all through high school, and she got a scholarship to go to college, but she had a shoulder injury that prevented her from playing. But I mean, she has so much knowledge, and she helps me so much. She's so good at helping me with pitching and hitting me ground balls, and yeah, she's got so much experience that I'm so grateful to have in my life.
It's our team's Team of the Week with the Grand Junction High softball team. They're off to a 6-3 start. We also have senior Tinley Walker with us today. Tinley, appreciate the time and kind of take us through, what it's been like with this program and the growth that you've seen now that you're a senior for this program.
Yeah, I joined the team when I was a sophomore, and it was real small, just like she said, and we've grown so much. And all the seniors have worked so hard to grow this program. And I'm excited to see when we leave, who takes off this program to make it even better.
For you being one of the seniors, kind of take us through what that leadership role is like for you, being one, like I said, one of the upperclassmen, one of the seniors on this program.
It's really awesome to be one of those. We have a lot of seniors. There's 7 of us. And I think we're really split up well around the field, like a lot between infield and outfield. And me and Kaya have really... It's been an honor to lead. We have a lot of freshmen this year, and the freshmen really look up to us, so it's just fun to help them out. And yeah, it's just fun to lead all these freshmen that can grow a program once we leave.
We also have Kaya Thompson, seniors, hitting .211 on the season for Grand Junction. And Kaya, I mean, this has to be a very satisfying start to the season. As Alexis mentioned, your team got to regionals last year, beat George Washington, but couldn't get to the state round. I mean, this is the goal is obviously get to the state softball tournament. Just kind of take us through the start of the season, what it's been like with this 6-3 start for 2024.
Oh, wow. Well, it's definitely new to me. We've come a long ways from my freshman year. And so I would say, since my girls and me are doing so good out there already, I think we have a lot of potential to go even farther.
Now, as far as you lost to Central to open up Southwestern League play, of course, you get another crack at them down the road. But how important is it to? I know you'd like to win the Southwestern League. That'd be great. And Fruita Monument's now started to get a little bit of a stranglehold on it after Central had that dominance in the league for so many years. How important is it to try to win the league title this year, or at least, I mean, the ultimate goal is to get to state. But how sweet would it be for you guys for your softball team? Kaya, to win a Southwestern League title?
I think as how many seniors there are, there's 7 of us. We do want to leave, our mark on the softball team. So I say it's pretty important to us.
We have Alexis Warple, also Tinley Walker, along with Kaya Thompson with us today. It's our Rick Nelson American Family Insurance Team's Team of the Week. Alexis, I want to go back to you because, like I mentioned, you've had a great season both in the pitching circle and at the plate. But Jackson Clark, another one of those juniors like yourself, Jackson's had an outstanding season. Both she's hitting .643 right now. She's got 11 RBIs. She's second on the team to another one of those very talented juniors for your softball team, Ashley Gonzalez. This junior group's a pretty special group at Grand Junction High School.
Yeah, I mean, when we came in, even though we had another year after the seniors, it was still pretty small. But it was we had the full support of all the girls and of the coaches, and it was really great to come in. Even though it was small, we had lots of support, and I know me and Ashley and Jackson knew each other pretty well before we came in, and we wanted to give our best effort to make this program the best that it could be, and I think that's really showing off in our performance. And even when we don't do well, we're trying to give our everything to this so that this program so that it can grow.
Mentioned Grand Junction softball off to a 6-3 start this season, and there are Team of the Week. And coming up next for Grand Junction, a home game coming up on Saturday with Durango. And I guess, Alexis, give us a little preview of Durango. They're 4-4 right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a really good chance of doing really well against Durango. We usually come out on top, and I think it's going to be really good. We're going to have these 2 double headers. I think it's going to be good to have 2 chances at this competition, and I'm excited to see how we go, especially after coming off of this win with Gunnison, and I think it's going to go really well.
All right, so let's we'll go around to wrap it up here. We'll start with Kia Thompson with the Grand Junction softball team. All right, away from the softball field, just some of these kind of random questions for you. Your favorite kind of music: rock, pop, or country?
I would probably say rock.
Okay, what's your favorite rock band or artist?
If we're talking, the best way I could describe this is dad rock, I would probably say either Metallica or Black Sabbath.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a winner there.
Who's influenced you in that direction? With I don't know about. Do you feel good about being called dad rock?
I don't care.
Because
high schoolers love Black Sabbath. I'm all about it.
And Metallica as well. Yeah. Okay, so who influenced your musical taste?
Probably my father.
Okay, hence the dad rock thing. Certainly, okay. Do you have a favorite Metallica song?
Actually, I don't. I just like them.
Okay, that's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we also have with us, from the Grand Junction High softball team. We also have Tinley Walker as well, one of the other seniors. And Tinley, I guess we'll ask you the same question: rock, pop, or country?
I think probably country.
Who's your favorite country artist?
Either Morgan Wallen, and some people don't count Zach Bryan as like a country artist. He's more like a pop country, but probably either Morgan Wallen or Zach Bryan.
I'm a big Zach Bryan fan. Love Metallica. Love me some Zach Bryan, though, too. That's Something in Orange is a great song. The duo with Casey Musgraves is really, really good as well. All right, Alexis, we don't want to leave you out here. Rock, pop, or country?
It's probably a tie between country and pop.
Give me one of both. Favorite country artist, favorite pop artist?
My favorite country artist, oh goodness, it's probably a tie between Chris Stapleton and Zach Bryan. And then I have lots of ties. And then my favorite pop artist is probably Benson Boone.
Okay. All right, for the last one for all of you. The teammate that is the funniest teammate that you play with. Alexis, we'll start with you.
Probably Gabby Noble.
Okay, what does she do that's so funny?
I don't know. She just always has funny things to say, and she's always being silly on the field, and yeah.
Okay.
She's always funny.
All right, Tinley, what about you? Funniest teammate?
Definitely either Gabby Noble or Ashley Gonzalez. They're always, like Lexi said, she's always saying something funny, and me and Ash play in the outfield together, and she's always just making noises or keeping us alive out there, like just saying random things.
Making noises like what kind of noises? Like bird noises, or what kind of?
Our team. I don't know. Just random things.
Okay.
We'll just be. I don't know. Like
just random stuff, huh? Okay.
Yeah, me and Ashley and Kaya just keep ourselves awake out there if it's like a slow game.
All right, so she keeps you awake with making these weird, bizarre noises out in the outfield. Okay,
we just talk about random stuff together. I don't know. It's just we have a lot of fun out there.
What's the most random conversation you've had with her?
Honestly, I don't know. We talk about
cover a lot of ground. There's a lot of things to talk about. Yeah,
we talk a lot about things.
Yeah, thinking about life and those kind of things. Getting lost in the new high school, probably stuff like that. Hey, Kia, what about you?
I would probably either say Gabby Noble or Macy Sinicki.
Okay.
They are, they're so funny, and it's just, I can't even describe it. Like, you would have to see them in action to understand.
All right. Okay. Well, very good. Well, Kaya Thompson, Alexis Walpole, and Tinley Walker from the Grand Junction softball team. They're our team's Team of the Week, brought to you by Rick Nelson, American Family Insurance. Ladies, thank you so much. Continued success, and appreciate the time this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Grand Junction High's softball team. Definitely an interesting cast of characters, it sounds like.
The noises, I used to do that in Little League. They called me scoreboard just because I'd be like out there, dun, 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 just doing random stuff. So she sounds like a person that would be called scoreboard. You know what I mean? Like just making the random noises, like.
But I was wondering, like random noises, like what though? I mean, like bird noises.
It's hard to explain.
Yeah,
really, without experiencing
When I played, I don't think I made a lot of random noises.
There weren't as many noises back then.
Thanks.